golden palace quiet. Wind carried sorrow, moon hid softly. Cameras stood still, crowd waited breathless. Heartbeats filled air. Sheikh Hamdan entered, eyes red, tired, soul heavy, deep. No gods followed, no royal pride, just pure pain. World watched screens, hands held hearts, tears already formed. He stood silent for a long moment, then whispered truth. Today I speak, not as prince, but as man. Voice trembled lightly, words burned slow, like desert fire. I lost someone, more than world, more than fame. Whispers spread quick, tears filled eyes, heartbeats froze suddenly. She was love, not just name. She was everything. His eyes glistened, like morning dew, under pale light. Years I hid, pain behind smiles, wounds behind pride. He paused, breathing, looked toward sky, and whispered, Ya Allah. She taught peace, she taught patience, she taught faith. His voice cracked, crowd cried too, even cameras wept. She wasn't royal, but she was my true crown. Desert wind roared, moonlight touched face, time stood still. I failed once to speak truth, now I can. He placed hand over his heart and whispered softly, forgive my silence, forgive my fear, forgive my soul. People began sobbing, women covered mouths, men wiped tears. Crown on table felt meaningless now. Love meant everything. He spoke again, voice barely sound, full of pain. She waits there, beyond this life, beyond this noise. Tears rolled slowly, each like memory, each like prayer. I remember night when she smiled before goodbye forever. The hall echoed with holy silence and raw truth. The night deepened, sky turned silver, stars began trembling. Hamdan sat alone by his window, looking toward dunes. Wind whispered softly, like her voice from another time. He closed eyes, saw her face, smiling through pain. She told me never to cry, never to break. Yet here he was, royal heart shattered, soul bleeding silence. He held pen over old diary. Tears fell quietly. Words came trembling. Love eternal flame, pain sacred memory. Ink mixed tears, paper turned heavy. With emotions eternal, he whispered slowly, Ya Allah guide. Her gentle soul, palace halls echoed, with whispers soft of prayers and grief. Outside the palace, crowds still gathered, holding candles tight, screens still glowing, hearts still breaking, voices still praying. Children drew hearts, writing Fazza love with tiny tears. Even desert falcons sat silently still, watching their prince. He took breath, looked to moon, and whispered truth. She lives still, not in world, but in me. Cameras caught moment, eyes full fire, heart full faith. She gave life to my poetry, to my soul. People felt it, beyond language barriers, beyond royal lines. World leaders tweeted, true king feels. Respect to Fazza. News anchors cried, reading his words, voice breaking too. She was reason, behind my strength, behind my peace. He pressed hand against his heart and smiled softly. This love pure, this love eternal, this love forever. Night fell again, sky quiet silver, stars softly glowing. Hamdan couldn't sleep, heart still heavy, mindful memories. He closed eyes, but world blurred, time stopped suddenly. In endless light, he saw her walking towards him. She wore white, eyes shining softly, smile pure peace. Habibi, she whispered, my prince, my soul, I heard you. Tears filled eyes, yet he smiled. Are you real? She touched face, felt his pain, wiped his tears. I never left, I just waited for your truth. Wind blew gently, sand turned gold. Dream felt real. You spoke world and freed hearts, including mine. She held hand, placed on heart, said, feel me. His chest warmed like sun rising over quiet dunes. You're my strength, even in death, even in distance. She kissed forehead like angel blessing, soft and endless. I watch you every single night from heaven's edge. Hamdan whispered back, I miss you more than breath. She smiled softly, don't cry now, we're never apart. Her image shimmered, turning into stars, into light pure. He reached out, but dream faded, leaving warmth behind. Morning broke soft, sunlight through curtains, peace filled heart. He smiled finally, whispered Alhamdulillah for divine comfort. He walked outside, barefoot in sand, feeling earth breathe. Birds flew high, sky wide open, soul felt free. He looked upward, said, Ya Allah, thank you always. He remembered words she told softly, love never ends. He wrote again, final royal poem, straight from soul. When hearts break, Allah rebuilds stronger, with love eternal. When pain speaks, faith answers gently, with silent healing. He signed name, just one word, Fazza. The world read, the world wept, the world prayed. People whispered softly, true love exists. Fazza proved it. Crowds outside palace held candles glowing in pure silence. Every nation mourned, yet felt peace through his